Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Jake Loves here, and today I am getting ready for an interview. You guys missed like a couple of chapters. The last video, I know I was really exhausted, so I had to take a day off from my previous salon. But then I put in my 2 weeks because it was a really toxic salon. It wasn't like a place where I wanted to work at, and my mental health was just declining. My mental health, my motivation to do basically anything in my life, was just going whoop. So I have a interview at Ulta, and I think not many people know, but Ulta does have a salon. So I'm gonna do an interview there, see if anything is a little bit different from the 3 previous salons I worked at, and then we'll go from there. Hello. So I'm just gonna be doing my makeup for it. I'm a little bit excited about it because before I started working at my last salon that I was at for 2 years, I did apply for Ulta, and then I got this opportunity to work there, and I couldn't refuse. So I'm doing a in-person interview for this new salon that's gonna open up near me. Not fully near me, but it's probably gonna be like 43 minutes away. I'm gonna be real here, and that's a lot better than like almost driving like a full hour to work. So I use the Ordinary natural moisturizing factors and hyaluronic acid moisturizer. Because we need to do some skin prep before we do the makeup. And now I have moisturizer on my hands, so we're just gonna like rub that in. And then I'm gonna use the Sun Touchable Invisible Sunscreen, which is sun protection and also a blurring primer. It's e.l.f. If you guys don't know, I'm obsessed with e.l.f.'s primers. Like, I also love NYX primers, but don't get me wrong, like, when I first started doing makeup, I started using e.l.f. primers, and they have never disappointed me with their primers. I don't know why, but their primers always do so good. And including since today is gonna be really, really hot, and the sun and the UV rays are like gonna be beaming at me, I have to put on a lot of sunscreen because I don't know if you guys could tell, but I am pale. You guys could tell. I blend in with the light, okay? I blend. So we're just gonna go like this. And then my bags are not as bad today. That means I slept in. I did go to bed early though. And yes, I am rubbing the sunscreen and the primer on my arms. We don't talk about it. It's okay. It's sunscreen too. So, gotta protect our body somehow. So I'm using the Matte Poreless Femi Maybelline in the shade Porcelain. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna have to move you for a second. because the brushes are where you're at, and oops. I kind of need them to do my makeup. And I didn't plan ahead like I probably should have. That was my mistake. Yeah, we don't need it. Okay. Okay, now we're back. Back to our schedule programming. So back where I was at, I'm using the shade Porcelain because it's literally the lightest shade that somewhat fits my skin tone. And I'm not gonna put too much foundation like I always do, because every single time I do too much, I get overwhelmed. With like the texture on my skin. So I'm literally just like applying a very light, because it's like light. I think it's, let me see real quick. Okay, well, it doesn't say. I think it's just like a light to medium coverage one. Because that's what I normally get, because I don't like it being like, you can't really see my skin all that well. Because I do have somewhat of good skin tone. It's just the texture of my skin that kind of bothers me, but like everybody has texture on their skin, and I have to remember that. Otherwise, I don't wear makeup often, and then I get like all upset because it doesn't look as smooth as most people's. And then there we go. I literally, that's as much as foundation as I use now. I remember like having to like re-pour and then put it on, because I loved like caking my face for some reason. I don't know. It's weird, man. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know anything apparently. Sorry. That's also shade to the last, like my previous one that I worked at. Like a few days ago too. Then we're gonna just do a circle right there, because the foundation didn't stick well there. Oh, I'm also using the Born This Way multi sculpting concealer in the shade Cloud. I don't know if they have it again or not. Don't quote me on that, because I've had that one since forever. And I still have like a good amount of product. They always put so much product in that one. Because I used to use the Maybelline concealer all the time. If you guys have seen my old makeup tutorials that aren't even makeup tutorials, because I didn't even know what I was doing either, so I was just like, I'm just gonna pretend. I think I did a good job of pretending, but like, it's fake it till you make it. Am I right, girlies? And gays, and days, and everything in between. I don't know why I would say it like that, but that was fun. The girlies, the gays, the theys, and everything in between. And then I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend bronzer in the shade Bronzer. It's still the old one that I've used since middle school. I need to get a new one. I have a problem. And we're just gonna contour that. I know you're not supposed to contour with bronzer, but I do it anyways because it kind of like gives it that natural look instead of like I am sculpting my face to the gods. And then we're just gonna blend that out because it's a little too. Because I saw the line and I hated it. That's another reason why I don't contour as often as I used to, is because like I could see the lines, but like it bothered me and I always blended it out too much and then it just didn't look right. So I had to put on bronzer to make it look like I contoured my. It was a mess. But I still like to look a little less. A little less pale. I don't want people to know I'm very pale. I want them to look at me and think, yeah, they go out in the sun, because they do go out in the sun. It's just very rare. It is so rare to see me out in the sunlight. I just burn, okay? And I have gotten like really bad burns before because of not wearing sunscreen, and it scares me because sometimes I always forget to wear sunscreen. Don't be like me, people, okay? I might not be the greatest example to follow sometimes. I always say, do as I say, not as I do, okay? I learned that from my 5th grade teacher, because sometimes she would say such things and it would get all of us confused when we were in 5th grade. 5th grade? No, 3rd grade. 5th grade. It would be 5th grade. And I love her to bits because I've known her since I was a child. So I learned a lot of things from her. And sometimes I behave the way that she taught me to behave. Anyways, that's besides the point. I think y'all get the point. Oh, dear Lord. I need to, like, clean my brushes. It's, like, when I mean clean, I mean, like, look at that. That's gross. I'm embarrassed, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah. And then I'm using the Rare Beauty Liquid Illuminator in Enlightened because, again, I like to be glowing to the gods. And I like a lot of highlighter. And I know you should have put, like, cream on top of, like, powder and blah, blah, blah. I understand that, but, like, I have a method to my madness, and if my method works, it works. We're just gonna use this brush because I think I put, yeah, I did. And this brush is much more cleaner. I forgot my nose one. I forgot my nose. I forgot my nose. How dare I? That's what I mean that I love highlighters, that I just blop it. Because I like to look, I don't know, cute. Okay. Now, I understand that I didn't do this with my blush, and I was going to, but I'm going to do it with my highlighter. And I'm using this shade, the white one, from Jason Wu. Doesn't have a name, so we're just gonna pat that on. I know this is probably like 2012 type of makeup, but like I've always loved a lot of highlighter with my looks. I don't know why, but highlighter never lasts with me. It never does. And I like to make it last. So, there's that. So I done do that. Now I'm gonna do my makeup, like my eye makeup. And I'm probably boop. I'm debating between two palettes right now. Because one I got during Easter, which is the Pretty All Set one. Yeah. What should I do? Man, sometimes it's way too difficult to pick. And I'm the most pickiest person in the world. We're also probably gonna add a little bit of this to it too. And then, actually, yeah, we're gonna do that. Or I do have palettes that have colorful things in it. Yeah, there we go. That has some of the colors that I need. This has some of the colors I need. So I'm using the Revlon one in the Forever Flawless. That has that. And then I'm also using the Morphe Artistry palette. That's 35T. So, if my tutorial, this is not a tutorial, but if I try to explain things and it doesn't make sense to you, that's probably why. I'm not a makeup artist whatsoever, even though I like to make myself seem like I am. I'm gonna use, for the base, we're gonna do white, which is cockatoo. And we're just gonna put that all over your lid. And I don't know if you saw, but I did put like my concealer on top of my eyes. It just acts as like a primer for me, because they stick better. I should probably get eye primer, but do I? No. Because that's the last thing that I thought. And I like to cake on like the base. So my idea is to go to pink and out to purple. So because I have like pink and then purple hair, I can't do the like the whole entire rainbow eyeliner because I don't have eyeliner like that. I don't have that much eyeliner to do that look. Otherwise I would do it, but I don't, unfortunately. I don't know why I'm talking like that. And then I'm using the shade Vacay in my inner corner and like somewhat into the middle, like halfway, and then like that would be the purple. That was the most easiest, like, whoa. And I kind of like do this like thing where I kind of drag it so that whenever like I blend it out, it's so much easier. Keeping this fresh out. And then I'm using, I need another brush that's not like so dirty that hot. This already has purple on it. Sick. I'm gonna use the shade Throw Effect, and I'm gonna just sort of kind of like smudge it and then like bring it out a little bit. And it's a very light toned purple, so I can build on it. And it's like more of like a magenta-y looking. It looks really good. I like it a lot. And I'm gonna have to, there's so much fallout. It annoys me. I might have to do a darker purple. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do a darker purple. So the darker purple I'm probably gonna go into is With an Attitude, and then like mix, throw a fit, and With an Attitude together. Just so that it's a little less, yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna have to like re-put on a couple of things, and then we'll be good to go. Aha. And then I kind of just smidge it. There we go. And if I need to blend, I need to put another she can. Where did that brush go? I know I'm blind, but I ain't that blind. Jeez. There we go. So, what I do is this already has the white pigment in it, so I just go to blend it a little bit more. And I sort of gotta just smudge it out. And there you go. Because I do like a lot of like grungy type of, not grungy, but like a loud type of makeup. And with Ulta, like I feel like there's a little bit less like, oh, you're gonna get judged because you wear like that type of makeup, you know what I mean? So that will explain it. I forgot to grab my eyeliner. So I use the NYX Epic Line eyeliner. It's the only one that like I can have total control over. I feel like I'm just drawing with a pen. So and I'm kind of recreating a look I have done before, just different eyeshadows. Okay. They're twins, not sisters, but I also do like a little like, because I remember this, I used to do like a little, yeah. Looks like a fish. I don't know. I saw this look on Pinterest during beauty school one day, and I literally just went, that's gonna be my new makeup look. The majority of school. I don't know if you guys remember that. It has been a while during that time of my life. And a lot has changed. But I really do like this look because it kind of like sleeks out my eyes a little bit. I don't know. In person, it looks a lot better than it does on camera. Because I remember used to doing makeup for camera when I was little. Mascara. So I also use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. You could get this at Target, Sephora, wherever you get your makeup. I genuinely love it because like it's the only one that like doesn't make me freak out. And then I'm probably not gonna do anything for my eyebrows. I'm gonna be real here. I don't see the need to do it because I don't know. I used to fill in my eyebrows all the time for some reason, and I'm over here like, you okay, honey bun? Okay. And then for lip gloss, I have a lip gloss in my bag already, but just to like moisturize my lips, I have way too many. I don't want that one because that one like burns my lips. Actually, you know what? That's probably like the best one to do. Because my lips have been so dry, like no matter like how many times I have put on like chapstick, it just doesn't work. And then I just like get this like uncomfortable feeling. And hey, maybe it's like a little plumper. Because it's like white. Winter green. I said white, not winter. It's winter green. And then to top it all off, we're going to use the All Nighter Afterglow. And there you have it, people. There you have it. And then obviously I'm going to be doing my hair, but I'm not really going to show that on camera. It's literally just brushing my hair and like putting my favorite hair oil in, which is the Olaplex Bonding Oil number 7. I got the big guy. You could get like this tiny ones, like the travel size, to test it out if you want. It's one of my favorites, including since I dye my hair all the time. Like when I mean all the time, I mean like all the time. So this has saved my hair so many times. I'm obsessed with it, but yeah. And then obviously I'm gonna put in some earrings, and I got some new ones, which is Ponyo. Look at my little Ponyo earrings, guys. I got from Hot Topic. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and also hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell. It notifies you every single time I upload, and who doesn't want that? Including since I upload every Monday and I have not missed it. Aren't you guys proud of me? Pat on the back. I made it. I made it. Haha. Guess who? Look, Mom, guess who made it? I totally messed that song up. Ugh. It's been a while since I listened to Panic at the Disco after Brandon Urie. Messed it up. Done messed up. Anyways. I will see you guys next Monday.